Hello students, I am Pallav Darbari. Welcome you all in my YouTube channel Pallav Darbari Classes. In my previous video, I have discussed the features of Indian agriculture, importance of Indian agriculture and the problem faced by Indian agriculture sector. In this video, I will discuss important facts relating to agriculture sector and a very important topic, food philosophies of India. Before starting up the topic, I want to say that if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that whenever I upload the new video, you get the notification. Let's start the class. Listen, we know that agriculture crop year in India is from July to June. The Indian cropping season is classified into two main seasons on the basis of monsoon, that is Kharif season and the Rabi season. The Kharif season is from July to October during the southwest monsoon or summer monsoon. Rabi cropping season is from October to March during northeast monsoon. The March and June are summer crops known as Jayat. Rabi and Kharif is taken from the Arabic language, which means spring and autumn respectively. Kharif means autumn and Rabi means spring. Kharif crops include rice, maize, bajra, soybean, cotton, etc. Rabi crops includes wheat, barley, oat, mustard, etc. Listen, in MCQ, the examiner may ask or they can give rice, maize, and they will ask you whether it is a Kharif crop or a Rabi crops. Similarly, they can give wheat, barley, and they will ask you whether it is a Rabi crop or a Kharif crops. It can be asked in 1 marks. Listen, the average size of land holding in India is continuously decreasing due to rapid and high population growth. So what we have heard, that the average size is decreasing. And the reason is rapid and high population growth. The continuous division and fragmentation of holding has increased. Why it has increased? Because of number of land holdings. The total number of operational holdings in the country has increased from 1.29 million, which was in 2005-2006, and it increased to 145 million 2015-16. And we have seen that the size of operational holding has declined. Why it has declined? Because of number of operational holding. In the year 2010-11, it has reached to 1.16. Now it is 1.10 hectares. The small and the marginal holdings are those holdings where the piece of land is below 2 hectares and it constitutes 84.97% of the cropped cultivated area. The agriculture holding can be classified into 3 categories: economic holding, family holding, and optimum holding. Now we just discussed the very important topic, and that is food philosophies of India. The question is, what is food philosophies of India? The strategies framed to tackle the challenges faced by food problems in the country is called food philosophies. Philosophies means strategy related to the food problems arising in India. Indian food philosophies is generally being divided into 3 phases on the basis of objectives and challenges. Phase 1, it starts from 1947 and lasts till 1980. The main objective and the struggle of this phase was to produce as much food grains as required by the Indian population. During this phase, Green Revolution took place for the attainment of this objective. Listen, during the first phase, the main problem is food scarcity. Government frame strategies so that the problems of food shortage will be diminished. And green revolution is the result of the strategy framed by the government. When India was celebrating the success of the first phase, a new challenge confronted the country, that is achieving economic access to food. Because of the success of first phase, the production has increased. But another problem crop up. What is that problem? Peoples are not in the position to purchase the food items. We have the food supply, but the people are not in the position to get the food item. Why? Because the prices are out of their reach. This situation went on worsening, and by the early 2000, there was a paradoxical situation in the country when it was having more than 3 times buffer stock food grains in the central pools. Listen, the food item which is not being purchased by the people is taken away by the government, and it is called the buffer stock. The government used that buffer stock to increase the foreign exchanges or to use it at the time of calamities. So the buffer stock has increased to 3 times. It from a distance obviously it looks that the production has increased a lot. But in several states peoples were dying due to lack of food. The buffer stock is increasing and the people is not getting the food item. By 2002, India emerged as the 7th largest exporter of wheat. It's ironical. We were exporting the share of wheat, which were not consumed by many Indians due to lack of economic reach to food. You know what is the reason behind it? The input of the green revolution was costlier. Fertilizers, pesticide, high yielding variety of seeds. It is very costly. As a result, its output naturally were to be costlier. This crisis was managed by throwing higher and higher subsidies. Government decided to tackle it. How the government will tackle it? By throwing higher and higher subsidies. Even after providing higher food subsidies, people were failed to purchase food and were left with no option but to die of hunger. India is still in this phase and try to solve the crisis through two approach. So government thought that this problem can only be evaded, can only be solved by two approaches. What was those two approaches? Let us see. First one is by creating maximum number of employment. If somehow employment will be generated in the country, definitely the government feel the problem will be diminished. Second is by cutting down the cost of food grains. By the end of 1980s, world experts started questioning the method which the world has to follow while doing agriculture activity. Agriculture activity was one which is hugely based on industries like chemical fertilizers, pesticides, tractors, etc. By early 1990s, several countries started going for ecologically friendly methods and techniques of industrial, agricultural and service sector development. It means world start looking for organic farming as it is the only way by which environment can be preserved and the food requirement of the people can be met out. Now the question is, what is this organic farming? Listen, organic farming is a system of farming that employs organic inputs for the cultivation of crops. It uses organic inputs such as animal manures, compost. This type of farming is practiced to produce non-poisonous and chemical-free food for consumers. It is very cheap. Now India is under the second and the third phase of food philosophy. Government is working hard to come out of this abyss. Hope the government will develop the better strategy and solve the problem. With hope, I end up the video. That's all we have in this video. Meet you soon with a new video. Till then, thanks for watching. God bless you all.